Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the NRL Trial Game Review for week 1 of the NRL Trials. And we saw 2 games tonight. We saw the Raiders defeat the Roosters 32 points to 18 at Leichhardt Oval. And we saw Manly defeat the West Tigers there, 28 points to 4, also at Leichhardt Oval. It was a double header, and I believe there was about 5,000 people there in attendance. It was a weird old sort of night. It was a bit wet down in Sydney, but first thing I want to do, I want to introduce you guys to CJ MOXLEY. CJ, thanks for coming on the Trial Game Live Review, mate. I really appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah, always great to come on a channel, talk some footy and something to do. Finally talk some footy on the weekend, so it's good to be on.
Well, it's great, isn't it? You know, we got some football on, and I know they're only trial games. They weren't the best games, I think. Both games were quite scrappy, as expected. I don't think you can sit there and say that tonight that any of these games were good. They were sloppy, they were scrappy, they were all over the place, but that's what trials are for, aren't they? Just to get them, just to hit them out, get all the cobwebs out, you know, the errors, get that out of the way, and rip into the season. But what game did you prefer tonight, bro? Obviously, both games ended up in 13+ results, but what game did you enjoy the most out of the 2 games tonight?
Personally, I enjoyed the Raiders versus Roosters game the most, preferably the second half. I think there was a lot more action in it than Manly and Tigers did, especially the conditions were dry and not wet during that game, so I preferred the first game today.
Yeah, I probably prefer the last game just because Tommy Turbo in the first half was just lighting it up, and yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, here we go. Turbo's on fire. Look out, everyone. But, yeah, sloppy games, but that's exactly what was expected tonight. But I want to give a shout-out to the live chat. Hello to Rugby History in the chat. Hello to Ark, Stormy RB, SS Storm fan, John94, Stormy RB as well, SS Storm fan, and everyone else is there, Rugby History as well. So, hope everyone's doing well. Paddy G has just arrived as well. Hashtag it's only a trial game. Yes, it is only a trial game. Some people seem to take it seriously, but hey, tonight it was sloppy. It was crap conditions. I think we got exactly what was. I think what happened tonight was exactly what was meant to happen. All right, well, let's get into the game, CJ. So let's start off with the Raiders versus the Roosters game. Canberra got off to a flying start. They looked really good early on. What did you make about the Raiders in the first half against the Roosters?
Well, obviously the Raiders have that amount of possession that, left them get the fast start that they did. Obviously, I believe it was Xavier Savage who scored the first try in the third minute. And then I cannot remember who scored the second try, but I remember being up about, 12-0 within the first 10 minutes. The amount of possession. Roosters didn't really have any ball in the first 20. And I think that possessed the Raiders to get a decent lead into the first half. And, yeah, I think the Raiders won due to possession. I think they were the better side, though.
Yeah, look, I thought Canberra got off to a great start. Obviously, 12-0 lead early on, and then the Roosters hit back, and then Canberra started to get out in front again, and then the Roosters tried to fight back very late in that second half. It was a boring game. I was sitting on the couch live streaming the game with my brother, and me and him were just taking the piss out of each other.
Yeah, you looked like you were dozing off at one point.
Oh, mate, it was boring. I could have basically fell asleep. I watched the Broncos Wynnum game last week, and I fell asleep on the stream. It was that bad. And then this game was very bad. I was like, fuck, I'm going to fall asleep. But any standouts, bro? Like, you reckon? Who do you reckon stood out in that game?
I think, the obvious would be Xavier Savage and Charles and Nickel Clockstar, but I reckon Emre Gula had a pretty solid game along with Corey Horsburgh. And for the Roosters, I've got it down on my notes here. If it's for the Roosters, I'm going to go with Eli Roberts, I reckon.
Yeah, he was good, Eli Roberts for the Roosters. I didn't mind him as well. I think Xavier Savage was probably the best player on the field for the Raiders, probably in the whole game. But everyone's still talking about Charles Nickel Clockster at 5'8". He had a lot of errors. He didn't have a great game. Everyone says, "Oh, he stood out. He did really well." It was pretty average pretty average in my opinion. Everyone's saying, "Oh, he was best on the field." Like, no, he made a lot of errors. It was sloppy. He had that nice try assist where he made that dummy went through, but he's not a 5'8", man. But I guess the trials. The only reason why he was playing in the halves was because Sam Williams and Matt Frawley got COVID this morning, so that's the reason why. But the Raiders far too good for the Roosters. For me, Xavier Savage stood out. Semi Volame at right centre wasn't too bad either. Didn't think it was too bad out there. Emre Gula was good. That dummy half of the Raiders didn't look too bad either. I can't remember his name. He looked all right. But yeah. So Raiders, they were the better team. I think they deserved to get the win in the trial game. Who was your man of the match from the game between the Raiders and the Roosters?
I'm going to go for Xavier Savage, no doubt.
Yeah, I think Xavier Savage easily scored. That try score was a nice one as well. That was a very good try. I also want to get your take on this as well. What do you think about Casey Badger being the referee?
Look, I don't think it was good. I don't think it was. Sorry about that. Someone walked in. Casey Badger, I think it was dreadful refereeing. The amount of penalties and the amount of penalties given away was absolutely dreadful. And I don't want to sound sexist, but leave it to the professionals.
Leave it to the men, basically. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
See, the girls, or I should say the women, the women TUS judges are a lot better than some of the men. But if you let a woman referee a men's NRL game, put my hand on my head and go, God damn it.
I think they were overutilizing the penalties too much.
I think she was going for too much. I think she was overplaying it. Penalties, looking for it. It's a trial game. Just let him go, man. Come on, man. Exactly. Let him go. It was ridiculous. But, the NRL's obviously made a decision to let the women try and get more involved in the game. And fair enough, I guess. But, I wasn't a fan of the women referee tonight. I didn't think that they did any good, to be honest with you. But, look, I thought Xavier Savage was probably best on ground. Camera looked pretty good. I thought Ryan Sutton as well played really well for the Raiders in the middle as well. I thought he looked pretty good as well. But the Raiders, too good for the Roosters, winning 32 points to 18. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next one, which was the Manly Seagulls beating the West Tigers 28 points to 4. Look, this game was quite boring to watch. The first half was sloppy. Obviously, Turbo was at his best. Cherry Evans was looking pretty good. His kicking game was very nice. Foreign looked all right. Olakawara too. Manly in general looked pretty good over the Tigers. Tigers looked very sloppy, clunky. What'd you make of this game between the Tigers and the Seagulls?
Yeah, I'm going to have to just say what you said. I think, it was too sloppy. Obviously, the rain played a part in that. The Tigers, didn't really offer anything at attack for most of the game. It was all Manly. I think the Tigers were in the game for the first 60 minutes, and then the first 50 minutes, and then come the last 20 minutes, Manly just ran away with it.
That winger for the Seagulls looked pretty good, didn't he?
I think
right winger. It's got 3 tries.
Oh, Raymond Vega.
Yeah, Vega. I like him. Vega.
Good kid. Was unreal. Yeah.
That fucking try score where they put up that big bomb and he just come flying through. That was outstanding.
Oh, he's double.
Yeah, that was outstanding where they put up the bomb and he come flying through. That was a great try. I enjoyed that. That was a good play.
I think Man should add him into the top 30. They have 2 spots left, so I reckon.
Oh yeah, I reckon that Vega will actually do pretty well. I like him. I thought he was. I thought he was good. Did anyone else for Manly stand out for you?
No, the obvious Tom Trbojevic was unreal. I think Christian Tuipulotu was all right, I reckon. Yeah. I think Ben Trbojevic was all right.
Yeah, he looked all right, didn't he? He played all right.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was just all class all around. I think Brad Parker wasn't too bad.
Oh, he was shit. He was shit. He scored one try, and then after
Yeah.
that, he just completely fucked up everything. God, he's a shit player. I hope Dylan Walker starts at centre for Manly for their sake. What do you think about that number 14 for Manly at the bench? He played a bit of hooker. He didn't look too bad, did he?
What was his name?
I can't remember his name, but he looked pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was a good runner of the ball.
Yeah, he looked good. He got from dummy half, scooped the ball up, made some good yards. Didn't look too bad actually.
I remember his name was
what's his name?
No, it wasn't Cooler, was it? No.
Oh, I can't remember his name, but Ethan Bullymore in the back row. What do you think about that?
At first, I was a bit questionable about it. It's a bit like, he said, but I don't think it was too bad.
Yeah, I don't think it was too bad.
I think he got the job done. He done the little things right.
Yeah, look, I thought Manly. I thought they were right, okay. Like I said before, I thought both games were very boring and they were hard to watch. And obviously with the errors and shit like that, it obviously didn't look good. What do you think about the fucking drinks break? I wasn't a fan of that.
Drinks break. I don't want to see that happen again. I don't like drinks break. I don't like quarters and I don't like drink breaks. Quarters
are stupid. We saw that in the All-Star game. Drink breaks are stupid. But it's an NRL trial game. I mean, we're trying to get players fit for the season. How's playing for 35 minutes? Well, not. How's playing for 20 minutes and then having a rest going to get them fit? Like, that's just so stupid. Let them play for the whole game. 40 minutes each way. Don't have a drink break just because players get tired. What a load of crap.
I'm not a fan of it at all.
Oh, and I'm going to ask you this as well while we're on it.
Yeah.
How stupid was it that they were going to the fucking bunker in a trial game?
Well, look, it happened nearly every try in the first game. Especially in that Raiders and Roosters game, every single try. Check for the grounding, check for that. There's no need for bunkers in a trial game. The game's not played in slow motion, like Gus Gould always says. Just get to the point.
I mean, fuck me. There was a try that Manly scored where they called back from obstruction. I'm going, well, there's no way he was going to get there. And then there was one that the Tigers scored. Kieran Foran was about 15 metres away from the ball. He was never going to get to the wing.
Was that the David Nofaluma try?
Yes, that was ridiculous. I could not believe that. That was so fucking bullshit.
Foran wasn't getting there.
Foran was never going to get there. You could put Foran on a fucking motorbike. Still wouldn't have got there.
But Nofaluma was right on the ball.
Mate, Nofaluma would have just fucking stepped him up and scored himself. And going to the bunker for fucking trial games is absolutely ridiculous. And look, I've said this all off season. It's giving me a headache just talking about it. They had all off season to fix the obstruction rule, and they still haven't done it. And they're not gonna do it. Fuck the obstruction rule. You got players that, they take the defensive decision, they come in there, they make the tackle and whatever, and then if they fall over, they milk a penalty and all this. It's fucking hell. How many times do we have to deal with this bullshit? Oh, they caught the ball on the inside shoulder. It's going to be no try. Oh, the ball's on the outside, but he was impeded. But, fucking hell.
I don't think it's going to stop. It's just going to keep going.
We don't need to go to the fucking bunker for trial games. It's the stupidest thing going. Really is.
No, there's no need for trial games. I mean,
the Captain's Challenge as well, even more stupid.
Captain's Challenge not needed. I think the ref had a good idea of what they were doing. I'll say that much.
Oh, the referees are clueless, man. I don't care who's in charge. They're all clueless, and they're all robots, man. They're all remote controlled statues. These fucking referees.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
The touch judges and the referees, they are nothing but remote controlled statues. They stand there with their fucking whistle in their fucking collar. They walk around. They fucking move up and down the sideline. They're completely hopeless. Some remote controlled statues, a whole lot of them.
No, I didn't like the refereeing in either game, honestly.
Who was your man in the match for the Manly Tigers game?
Manly Tigers game is kind of hard to go past Raymond Vega, really.
Yeah, the Vega kid. Yeah, I like him, eh? He's good. I'm a big fan. I'm not a big fan, but
I could see him solidifying a spot if play goes down in the Manly side.
well,
He's one of those.
If Brad Parker gets dropped and they want to go with fucking try and put him in the centers, then why not?
He's one of those gems that you find in a trial game, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he's one of them as well. Yeah, I think so. Seems like it. Did anyone else stand out for you in the Manly Tigers game?
Not really.
I
Not
was
for
a
me.
fan of that Talangi kid in the back row for the Tigers.
Oh yeah, he scored the first try.
Yeah.
Tigers, yeah.
Tigers, yeah.
He's actually going to Manly next year as well.
Oh well, fuck me, Dad.
I reckon. I think Luciano Leilua wasn't too bad when he was on the field.
Yeah, he played well, didn't he?
Yeah,
He played really well.
He had
And once again, Luke Brooks completely clueless. No idea what he's doing out there. Luke Brooks is completely clueless. I know it's a trial game. Luke Brooks is one of the most clueless halfbacks in the game, man. I mean, Ash Taylor's bad, but Luke Brooks is up there as well. Completely clueless. No direction, no control, no game management. He's got no idea. He played 40 minutes and he looked lost the whole time.
Luke Brooks, I don't know where to go with him. He done nothing out there. Made no sort of impact on the game whatsoever.
He's fucking dog shit. That's what he is. I don't know why he still plays. I don't. For the Tigers, he needs to get out of that team and go to a new club.
Newcastle.
Only saving grace for him.
Go to Joey.
Well, if he goes to Newcastle, it'll be even worse because him and Clifford are they're pretty much they're the exact same. So it's not going to work.
Yeah,
but
cool.
I don't know what's going on with Luke Brooks, but fuck me, man. He's a fucking shit cunt. I feel sorry for Jackson Hastings, man. He has to deal with that. He's going into that team. He has to deal with that for the first 10 rounds.
No.
Fucking hell.
He's going to have to be the director of it, man.
Hastings is going to have to be like, fuck me, why did I come here? I could have went anywhere else but here. I could have went anywhere in Sydney but this shithole in the Tigers.
Could have came to South, but yeah.
Oh, well, no one knew that. No one knew how that was going to go. But nothing new from Luke Brooks tonight, as Bosky just said in the live chat. Yeah. But far out, man. The Tigers completely clueless. As always, they can't get it right. I know it's a trial game, but they played a lot of their main players tonight. And I've got to say, Alex Twy looked quiet too, and he's one of their big name forwards.
Alex Twy, he done nothing except make a couple tackle breaks. That's about it, really.
He looked pretty quiet, Alex Twy. He looked very quiet.
I really wanted to see Oliver Gildart, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, Oliver Gildart. I want to talk about Oliver Gildart. Yes, how could I forget? Oliver Gildart, what do you think about him?
Yeah, look, from what I've seen, he was okay. Nothing too special tonight. Obviously, it's his first game in Australia. I'd like to see more of him. I can see potential in him.
I thought he was all right. He had a few nice touches here and there, but the weather sort of was good for Gildart because he's used to that wet weather football.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah, no, I thought he was okay. Didn't do anything amazing, didn't stand out or anything like that. But he'll get better as time goes on, and he has to be playing left side, man. He has to be on the left edge. I don't care. He has to be left side.
Left edge suits him.
Let Hastings and Gildart build that combination for the season. Let them gel it out. Don't put him on the right side of Luke Brooks because I feel sorry for him.
They have that combination as well back in Wigan. So
Wigan, it looked all right too. But yeah, I thought Gildart was okay. Didn't do anything special, but trial game. Same with Kevin Nagama for the Roosters. He didn't do fuck all.
No, he did nothing. But he'll take time. Oh, he didn't really get the ball much, did he?
I'm not sure how many times Nagama touched the ball, but I reckon maybe 3 times I saw him had the ball in his hand.
There was a lot of opportunity where they could have passed it out to Nagama and just didn't.
Yeah. That Roosters right centre had a chance to pass it a few times, but he just didn't do it.
Could have cost him in the end, really, I reckon.
Well, the Roosters will beat by 14 points. Canberra were too good for him. All right. Well, all right. Let's give a rating on the game. So, Raiders Roosters game out of 10. What would you give it?
I'd give it a 6.5. I think it was solid. Not the best, but for an opening trial, I think they did all they could, and 6 out of 10 for me.
I'll probably give it a 4 out of 10. I was dazing off for a while there, and like I said, trial games don't expect anything better than a 6 out of 10 from trial games. They're all usually pretty average at best. The only trial game that gets me excited is the Charity Shield, and I don't even consider that as a trial game. I consider that as a legit game. because
I'll
it's been
be
going
there.
since 1982.
Can't wait for that.
It's usually the it opens up the season sort of thing, gets everyone pumped. I'll probably give 4 out of 10 for the Raiders Roosters game. What about the Tigers Manly game out of 10, bro?
I think that was probably the worst one out of the two, but I'd give it a solid 5 out of 10. Obviously the weather played a part in it, but Manly still found ways to attack really well, so I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
I'll probably give it a 4.5 out of 10. I think it was probably maybe a little bit better than the Roosters game because of how boring that game was, and I nearly fell asleep on the live stream. And Tigers Manly game, I wasn't far off of passing out watching that as well. But overall, both games were probably a 4 out of 10 at best for me. But that's what you get in trial games. You don't get anything amazing. But real quick, CJ, man, the match from both games. Who would you go?
For Raiders, I'm going with Xavier Savage. Yep. And for Manly, I'm going to go with Raymond Vega. It's hard to go past him.
I'm going to agree with you, bro. I reckon the exact same. I really do. I think Savage was good. He had some nice touches there, and he looked very good. Definitely pushing CNK for his fullback spot now, obviously. And Tigers Manly, well, that young kid, Vega, whatever his name is, he might be a player that clubs look at now because he looks really good. But
for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all plans out. But, lads, that's going to wrap it up for the NRL trial game review between the Raiders and the Roosters and the Tigers and the Seagulls. The Raiders beat the Roosters 32 points to 18, and the Seagulls beat the Tigers 28 points to 4. I want to thank CJ, mate. I want to thank you, mate, for coming on the little trial game review, mate. I really appreciate your time tonight.
Yeah, always a pleasure, mate. Any time to come on the channel, I always take that opportunity, and I want to thank you for having me on here to make my voice heard on this platform.
No worries, bro. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the Wigan versus Leeds live stream, which is going to be a big game in the Super League. Big fucking game there. And then I'll see you guys again later that day, which will be 6 o'clock for the Cowboys Rabbitohs live stream. Anyway, guys, we're getting out of here. Stay safe. Go subscribe to CJ Moxley's YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Anyway, guys, have a great night. We're getting out of here. See you later. Raiders and Manly both get the job done in the trials. See you.